I have in front of me here a 700 TVL professional security camera. Okay, so this is the box that it comes in here. It's an X-Vision Professional, and it's quite a high-end camera that's ideal for professional use. Okay, so the main specifications on it that make it suitable for professional use is the fact that it comes with 700 TVL on its black and white setting, or up to 600 TVL on a color setting. It's auto iris varifocal, has an adjustment from 5 all the way up to 50 millimeters, and it has it comes with built-in IR, and I'll just quickly demonstrate this here. It actually has infrared here, LEDs here, and here as well. Okay, and this can give nighttime vision up to 120 meters away. It can read a number plate if set up correctly up to 30 meters away. And also it has, if a beam of light is shone directly at it, it can actually auto-adjust for it and still be able to read an image. So the combination of these things make it ideal for being set up aimed on a driveway, a main entrance, or actually out onto a road. So I'll just go through the main things that actually come inside this box. So the first thing here is just the user manual, which I have in my hand here. It's reasonably comprehensive, and it goes through all the general setup and also all the menu options on it, which are reasonably comprehensive. So we have the camera here itself, and next to it what we have is this shield here, which we'd actually use, and we can mount it on top and fix it with a screw. Okay, and it just protects the sunlight glare going off the camera, and gives a certain protection as well from the rain. If we turn around and look at the back of the camera, we can see here there's a mounting bracket that's mounted on the wall. We can set it this way, or we can use an Allen key to actually adjust this and change the angle so we can mount it from above or below or directly off a wall. If we need a greater offset from the wall, we can actually just add on this extra barrel that's available that'll just slot in here and extends the actual reach of the camera away from the wall. If we move on then to the actual cables on it, common to all cameras that we sell, what we have here is an input which would be a 2.1 millimeter jack here, and we would the power unit with it, the actual minimum requirement for this is about 3.5 amps, so we'd recommend maybe using a 5 amp with it. Now the fact that it needs such a high input on it is because of the IR LEDs that are on it, so it can give its range. And the output we have in it here is a BNC connector here, which is used then for connecting directly to a monitor, TV, or more normally to a DVR. If we look at the installation kit that comes with it, we can see here we have a range of tools here. So we have the screwdriver here, which will be used for adjusting the menu on the back of this, which we'll demonstrate in a few moments. And also then we have 2 Allen keys here, one of which I demonstrated earlier would be used with the adjustment of the angle for the bracket mounting it. We have a lead here, which I'll demonstrate in a while, which is used for taking a feed directly from the camera and feeding it to a local monitor, so you can bring up the menu if you're doing local adjustments or actually indeed testing the picture. And then if we come a little bit further here, for mounting this bracket onto a wall, we have 4 plugs and 4 screws, and we also have this power jack here as well. Okay, and finally we have a template here on this piece of paper, and it's simply used for marking 4 holes in a wall where we'd actually come along and mount the camera. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm actually just going to come along and I'm just going to demonstrate taking the menu off the back of this. So what we'd use here is we'd use just the barrel of a large screwdriver. We just rotate it like this to get it started, and then we just follow the instructions here in terms of the arrows. We adjust it around, and here we have it. Okay, so if we look in here then, we can see we could use the lead that I demonstrated earlier, which you can see here, take a feed off the spot monitor and connect it directly to a monitor here. Or alternatively, what we'll do here is I'm simply going to use a BNC connection here, connect it in, and what I also have is a power here coming off my power unit. And once I do this, we've actually got a camera. Now demonstrating the camera inside is almost futile in terms of it's set for longer ranges, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate it outside in a minute, but what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to demonstrate bringing up the menu here. So I'm just going to hit the OK button, or the set button here, and I can arrow down, and you can see there's a whole range of different options here. So you can just look at the manual here for the full settings on these, but we can arrow down all the way. So if I took here, we'll say an example of day and night, and I could set it to colour, auto, or black and white. So just say I set it to black and white, and I change a few settings, have a go at it, and I find that the adjustments I've made are not an improvement. There's a great fail-safe here, which is the reset button. So I just hit here, do the reset, and come back out, and we see now that day and night, which I had set to black and white, is now actually back to its default, which is EXT. So what we do here is we just come to the exit here, and come out of the menu. I just hit here, right? So in terms of the actual demonstration of this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually move this monitor fully forward over here, and I'm just going to try to focus this camera out of our window over to some trees, etc. It's about, I suppose, about 30 meters away from where I am. So this needs to be a little bit, I want to hear a big crash here. Okay. So we can see here, so what we've actually done here is we've mounted a Lidl bag on a wall, on a tree, some distance away there. And you can see there that we can read it quite clearly. It's sort of give you some idea of a demonstration thing. The auto adjusting this is not fantastic in terms of my use of it. I am the auto adjust of course in this now. But that just gives you an inch. So, and we can actually look at the building behind, which is actually a local factory. That's about 450 to 500 meters away. And we can quite clearly see the sign on it there as well. So that's it anyway, an overview of the professional 700 TVL security camera that's available on the tvtrade.ie website.